Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. My cord. Lovely here.
Good.
Jenn was my pipe.
Oh.
Whoop.
See here?
That's my thingy. There we go.
There. Still a bit low. I gotta tilt a bit.
Put the little box under.
That's what I was going to do. This
Like even the red one.
That's a little bit. It's too. It's too. Actually, yours. Just trying to. So it's still too. See if it's not. If it's not, it's too tilted. Ah, I know what I could do. No, don't. Gotta put this way for a second. Cause
You got pretty scenery there anyway. Just trying to get situated. We're at Hazeldean Mall. I had a prescription to get filled today, so we decided to get together and do a coffee and vlog. So it's been, what, a week or so?
well, no, because we haven't been together since I've been back from the hospital.
Yeah, so it's since been before then.
So 3 weeks. It's been January 4th was the last time.
Okay, yeah.
Here's my piece there. No.
No.
Oh, we're trying to do something.
I'm working. So I got called into work last night. I was supposed to be off yesterday and today. And then I got called into work last night to do a 4 to 10, so which is fine. And I'm off today, and then I work at only a 3-hour shift tomorrow, so I do 12 to 3 tomorrow, so it's not that bad. It's only 3 hours.
Well, today I had the afternoon free.
Yeah.
The kids go back to school tomorrow. It's start of second term. And that's about it. We're hoping that Abby's well enough to, this silly table, of course we chose a table that's wobbly, is well enough to do second term. She's only taking 2 classes. Figured we'd start her off fairly slow. Well, and not on very high academic classes that if she's not going to get an A or B on them, it really doesn't matter. So she's taking Aboriginal English and religion. 2 that really don't matter for college, university.
Yeah.
I doubt that she'll ever go into the seminary.
Yeah. We're drinking caramel frappuccino. They're caramel
fraps.
Yeah.
Caramel fraps.
Caramel frappuccinos. Or fraps, whatever you want to call it. That's what it looks like at the top. You can see. We're sitting underneath the big window there.
Yes, big window. Beautiful natural light.
Yes. Wish I had it at my house. It'd be nice.
The thing that scares me is the snow that's on the glass.
There's not a lot, so shouldn't be too bad.
So I see 3 people on here, but nobody's saying hi.
Yeah.
I'm with Angie.
Well, I know the last time I did a live video, Amanda said she never got a notification that I was on. I think it was the day that YouTube was having an issue. Because I know one of my people that I'm subscribed to, she said it took an extra 3 hours for her video to upload.
Wow. So one of my videos that I uploaded, that 20-minute video with my menu plan for the month and that took, I uploaded it at, so I did it at like 8. It didn't finish uploading until 6 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, that has never happened. Hey, Amanda. Before. And I'm like, wow. And then I had to go and still edit it. Like, it was just sort of uploading. And I'm like, I wake up at 6 in the morning and it's still uploading. I'm like, this has never happened.
Were your ears burning, Amanda? Because I was just talking about you. I was just saying about how one of the last lives, not the gold one, but the one before that.
Jenn, can you see your chat?
No.
I can't see my chat.
Maybe.
Oh, wait. Oh, a live chat. No, it says talk chat, so live chat. Oh, there.
There we go.
Okay, somehow. Hey, Josh Eldridge, how's it going? No, we're at Second Cup, so it's just like Starbucks, but Canadian.
That's what.
Yes, it's been snowing. We we beat our record for January. So we beat our record from 1874. It's still snowing.
Yeah. But it's done. It's done now until Google says it's not supposed to snow until Saturday now. So. But it was
Just watching
funny.
a video of yours. Awesome.
But it was funny because I asked Google yesterday if it was snowing in Ottawa, and she lied and said it wasn't, and it was snowing. It snowed like all day.
Yes. Yesterday we broke down. I paid for Capital to come and remove snow for a one-time fee of $30. All the other places for a one-time fee wanted like $60 or $70. So I had to borrow money from Rowan because it was $30 cash or $34 if you use credit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I never have cash. I literally had $17 on me in my purse. Yes, all the schools haven't been canceled yet. Here.
They were canceled last week.
Okay, are you doing a mock on your president? Where's the global warming? You do know that global warming also means like heating up and extreme cold, right? Like.
I'm going to be having a video come out probably tomorrow. So I think I'm going to do it in 2 parts. It's a cleaning video. So
I should have one probably tomorrow. Again, we had the snow plows remove our snowbanks, not yesterday, the day before. So they came and they sucked the snow and they blew it in the trucks, and we had the trucks do the conveyor belt type thing. And so I took like 3-minute video of that happening outside my. I'm like, oh look, I can record something interesting of winter. This is how you remove snow, because they did that before we had the snow yesterday, which we got 25 centimeters or so.
yeah.
And it was good. And then I paid for snow removal because that huge. So I had a ride to go to get picked up yesterday. I was volunteering at the food cupboard, and my ride got stuck in my driveway because my neighbor's car was a little bit too close to my side. Like we share a driveway, so she didn't want to hit the car. But then the snowplow had come by and the snow, and I hadn't gone out there to remove it. So she only got part of her van in the driveway. The other
Hey,
part
Tom, how's it going?
was still in the car in the road. So
Good
she
to
put her
see you.
flashers on.
Is
And
it
so when I
warm
came
there
home,
today where you
I
are?
called them and I said, "Can you do a one-time removal, because the snow at the end of my driveway was
I think you said
ice
it was cold
and
the other day where you were.
hard and
When
heavy."
I did the live video.
Wind chills are my. Actually, today is bombing.
It's actually not
I
that
walked here
bad.
with my jacket undone. Ask Angie.
Yeah.
And no mittens.
I had mitts on.
I'm wearing like a thin polyester shirt.
I don't know if you can see. I had a bit of swelling here
Why?
compared to the other hand. Well, I fell. Well, yeah, but mine kind of goes like a bump and then
Yes.
goes down.
Yeah. Okay. See. Yeah.
Yeah. So this half is swollen. I fell Monday night coming home from work. I didn't even leave. So you know where the
Hey,
plaza?
Tom.
You know where the plaza is in behind work? My work. Well, going down the hill, coming out of that entranceway,
Yeah.
like we're going into the plaza parking, I slipped on that hill,
Oh wow.
like flat on my back. Yeah, I bruised my tailbone.
Probably like
too.
60 there today. Today it's minus 20 or minus 18, but it's really sunny, so it doesn't feel like the sun is very hot, like warm.
Yeah,
And,
Google told me it was about minus 15 or
Okay.
something like that.
Degrees Celsius. So it's not that bad. Like I found it warm, like especially when you're walking. If you're standing still, but there's no wind, so that's the good thing.
Yeah.
But the sun is really hot. So if you were standing where there's no wind and just facing the sun, your face would actually feel like I could get a sunburn in the wintertime just facing the sun, because it's just pure bright sun.
Yeah.
But I
it's
walked
nice.
here without my jacket done up. I was like, it's not bad.
There's no wind.
So supposed to, yes, they have that out west.
Hey, Florida, Greg.
We had frostbite warnings, like how you have in some of the states. Some of the states, we had it for 2 or 3 provinces of minus 50 degrees Celsius Fahrenheit.
We had it all of most of last week.
And last week it had minus 35,
So
40.
in Upper Canada, in the Upper Canada Village here, school was canceled 4 days in a row. So Monday through Thursday they were canceled.
And we only lost 2 days.
And they went to school on the Friday. Ours was lost on
It's minus 20 here. Yeah.
Wednesday.
It's coffee,
and Thursday,
caramel.
I think it was.
I think cream or milk blended
Yeah.
with whipped cream on top of the caramel drizzle.
Yeah. I'd show you mine, but mine's all melted and I took the lid off so I could drink it better. But it's the exact same as Jen's.
Mine's just bigger. So the difference between, so it's like I had a free one to drink, so I got mine for free and I paid for her.
Mm-hmm.
But the difference between these, it was like mine for total was $5.40, and hers was like $5.14.
Yeah.
It's like, but I think $5.14 with tax, and mine was $5.40
Something
before
like
tax.
that.
So
And at Starbucks, they would have been like $6.
Oh, yeah.
$7.
yeah, but I had still with the app. If you put money on the Starbucks card, each time you use it, like if that,
Yeah, you
like,
get the stars.
You get the
Or
points.
whatever they
Well, they
are.
have the raindrops that fill up,
Yeah.
and you get a free drink. So I'm like, I don't do it that often.
Yeah, with
Starbucks is
Starbucks,
stars, and in for second cup it's raindrops. It shows
Yeah.
like a cup, and it fills it up with coffee.
Yeah.
So each dollar you spend, and one reward thing can give you a free drink, and if you had two rewards, you can get a free pound of coffee or bag of coffee. I don't know if it's a pound, so, but I still gotta spend a bit like $1 billion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah,
But
that's
if you're
how
gonna
they
buy
get
a
you.
coffee anyway, so this is saying, so when Abby was in choir last year, there was a second cup near her choir, so I bought a bunch of coffee from them. So I may as well have collected the points, right? Because
Yeah.
I had to wait for 3 hours. So I still have I think one more reward.
Mine's all melted into the whipped cream. It's all like whipped cream now.
Yeah, but see, you stirred yours. See, mine's whipped cream and layer.
Yeah,
Come
see,
here,
mine,
I'll put the
I don't
coffee
know.
on.
See, that's what mine looks like. It's all the whipped cream's all like melted now, and I mixed it all in together, so it's really good.
See, I just like.
I've been going over to Max Milk and getting their 89-cent coffee, or 85-cent.
Yes,
or
but it's
95.
cheaper to make your own. I've been making them.
But I don't have the stuff to make the caramel cappuccinos or.
So you can get the syrup. So you can spend the $4. You can get the syrup right here. You can get the syrup right here, the Torino.
Yeah.
Or at Walmart or anything.
No.
I got some for Christmas.
See, I never have the money
Last
for me
year.
to go buy it, so if somebody wanted to get it for me for my birthday, then that would be nice. So, we
Bring
were
your
doing,
bathing suit.
We were doing.
Well, what's the temperature there? Well, we're Canadians. We'd go swimming
Yeah.
as long as it's above 0.
Yeah. So when I was doing my video on, I think it was like Monday or Tuesday, when I was doing my goal update video, we were talking about how I'm going to Def Leppard, and then I got into trying to figure out how many years ago it was that Def Leppard came here to Ottawa when they did their tour the last time. And so Amanda and I
Don't buy
were trying
coffee
to.
for 4 days in a row, and you'll have the money.
Yeah,
Well,
see, I gotta save my. What I've been doing is I've been using my tip change, so I'll just save up enough of my tips and then I can do it.
but you can find out here. So the Torino
Yeah.
flavor you can get here. You can get at the coffee spot where you can get the Keurig pods.
Oh, the one on
Look,
Hazeldean.
it's just over
around
there.
the corner or
You can
whatever?
get at Walmart,
Yeah.
and you can get at Second Cup too. But I got some for Christmas last year. You could also get off Amazon because Jeff ordered it from Amazon, but they had it in glass bottles versus the plastic bottles, and our postal courier tried to shove the thing into the box into our mailbox thing, and so or the cold like right before Christmas that when we brought it inside it started to leak, and so we called. So one bottle broke, the other one wasn't, and contacted Amazon, and they resent them. But so we got to keep the one that didn't, and they sent us the same package. They said, "Don't worry," because it wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we ended up. So I have still caramel, so I can make my own fancy coffees at home.
But,
I can use a little bit.
I was saying about the Def Leppard. We figured out it was 23 years ago that they came in September, and I was 21.
Yeah, I didn't go. The only concerts I've ever been to. Well, I went to Bon Jovi, and then I went to. Before that, I've done Phil Collins and Bryan Adams in my adult life, and then I did George Michael when they came to the X back in '89, and I was in grade 9.
Well,
And-
I've gone
Kim Mitchell came to the X one of those years too. That was either grade 10, 11. Again, it was cheap tickets. But that,
Chunks of ice.
but yeah, that's only.
Well,
I can't judge. So I mean, even about Bon Jovi, like I got that for my birthday
yeah.
last year, and I didn't want to get like really good seats because they're crazy. They're expensive. I mean, we got them not the cheap seats, but it was still like $100 seats. But
Well, yeah.
I'm like, it's still a lot for
the tickets
a concert.
The tickets I got for Def Leppard it's in the 300. Okay, it's like 302. That like row 302 that I'm sitting in, so it's like not nosebleed.
Yeah, because that's where we were in the 300s.
And it's still gonna be good. Like I'm still gonna get to see enough of of it that, I mean, that's where I sat when I saw Garth Brooks. The second time. The first time I saw him was in a box seat. That guy just looked back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, this guy was just sitting in front of us. He even sat in the chair. We're chatting to ourselves here.
But yeah, so I saw the concerts I've seen. I went to both the Edge Fests when they came. So I've seen people like Biff Naked, Green Day.
See, I've never been to like Blues Fest or anything. We went.
Me either.
Jeff, that was the thing. We went first year. Jeff and I, we were dating. Well, one of the first years we were dating. We went to Lilith there, which was an outdoor rock concert.
That's been a long.
Yeah, that's why the first one that came, the first one that they started, the Lilith Fest. So it was all female artists.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so it was funny because my husband at the time, like, he was one of the few guys there because it was all girls at the concert.
Funny thing. Okay, so the second Edge Fest, it was at the Rito Carlton Raceway. JP and I were both at that same concert, even way before we even
met each other
or thought about each other. Okay, so I went to both the Edge Fest, so I got to see bands like Green Day, Biff Naked, and then a couple of other smaller bands, and then my sister-in-law, there was Country Fest with the country singers, so I got to see like Trisha Yearwood and like a couple of like smaller country singers, and then I got to see a free concert. I got to see Paul Brandt at Saint Laurent Mall. He did a live show before a concert that he had.
Okay. Just ordered some stickers on Etsy, and I'm super excited.
Ooh, who did you order them from, Amanda?
It took us forever to find that date.
Cool.
But we did.
Yes. Oh my God, it did so bad. So we finally, Amanda's like, go to their website. Duh, should have just did that in the first place. So we went, and they have a list of every single tour that they've ever done. So it's like, sweet. So I found it.
So how much were tickets to Def Leppard?
Ooh. So the one ticket that I got was $74.
Okay.
And change.
That's not bad.
No, exactly. So.
But still, I just find it just like it baffles my mind for the good seats of spending $500-$600 or something like that for a 2-hour concert, maybe 3-hour concert if you're lucky.
Well, when I got my Bon Jovi ticket, my Bon Jovi ticket,
because you got good seats there somehow.
But it wasn't even that expensive. Well, I mean, yes, it
was. It was after when you said how much you spent.
Yeah.
I'm like, when I was looking at it afterwards, because I think that you got pre-sale or something. Because when I was looking afterwards, it was like $600 tickets.
Yeah, no, ours were good. I think JP might have got it at a different place too, because even for hockey tickets now, he looks at different sites where you can get them cheaper than at the actual like box office and stuff. So you can get like good deals.
Peaceful Mind Design Planner Sticker with Jupiter and Logical Discourse.
Wow, I've never heard of those shows. I'll have to check them out. I wish you did a videos, Amanda, because you could do Happy Mail. You could do a Happy Mail video and show us. Cool. Have you checked out that site or the shop that I told you about, the Coffee Monsters Co? Because she's really good, although she is Canadian. I would watch your Happy Mail videos, definitely. And if you did planner videos, I'd watch those too. I'm slurping the last little bit because it's all melted whipped cream. It's really good, and I don't want to waste it. There's big chunks of ice.
I did found some cute ones. I think I'm going to get next month.
Cool. She's really
Well,
good.
see, that's the thing with the States is that you guys have actually decent postal service stuff, like fairly cheap. Here, like,
Damn it.
it's expensive. Like, just mailing, and it doesn't even have to, like, it's either like the size of the box and the weight of the box. You know, that's why getting stuff off Amazon and getting free shipping is definitely worth
yeah.
it, because other than that, like,
Sorry, I'm trying to get.
I've sent stuff and I'm paying more for shipping than I paid for the actual product. Like, I don't know, like, so people doing eBay here in Canada, like,
Well, like
they have to
Oreo
charge
Kid.
for, yeah, they have to charge so much for
Yeah,
for
I
shipping.
wonder how much he has to charge.
Well, I mean, depending on how much product
He
you
actually
get
sells,
you
yeah.
can get like cheaper business rates and stuff like that. But
See,
I
you
know,
should be here because you could answer them for us.
yeah, exactly. I
So,
haven't seen him in a dog's age.
I know he's been doing a lot of gaming videos lately. Because I've seen a few gaming ones pop
I
up.
didn't realize it, but one of the word from is Australia, so it's going to be a while to get it.
Oh, wow, yeah, yeah. Well, depending on... I can't get it off.
You want some cookies? Hey, Michelle, how's it going? Oreo Kid, which whatever his new name is.
No, he goes by Oreo
Because sometimes
Kid.
he changes it.
He's been Oreo Kid for a while again now,
Okay.
so yeah.
Because he always puts something that goes, oh, it's me, Oreo Kid. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
because he changed it to some.
He's,
Whatever.
I think he's been a lot tamer lately. I know one of the videos, I haven't watched it, but one of the videos, apparently he did a tour of his neighbor's house.
Of
Or
his
something.
neighbor's house?
Yeah.
With
Or
his neighbor's
something.
permission?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, with his neighbor's permission? Because I'm like, that's kind of creepy.
Yeah, I hope
if it's
so.
if it's not with his permission.
Yeah, I saw it.
He's a
pop out.
goofball. Yes, exactly. That's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Is like.
And that's kind of like what I like about his channel. Because like I watch some people that are kind of serious all the time and, you know.
Yeah, there's a
So-
few people I watch. So there's actually what's funny is like 90% of the people that I watch lately that seems to come up on my suggested list of people I subscribe to. I watch a lot of big families. So like I watch Amy Marin. I love Jan Morels. I like Tribe of Many, and what's another one? Like they all those ones have like 8 kids plus 8 to 10 kids. Each.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
all like under well, Amy Marion is over 40, just barely, but she has a 20-year-old and a 22-year-old. But then she also has a 6-year-old, so she's just she might be about 45.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing, but she doesn't necessarily look it. And Jen Morel, she has 8 or 9 kids. Oh, and I like Parsnips and Parsimony. They just had a baby, like 5 days ago.
Well,
Another
that's
one.
like,
That's number 10.
That's like
10
I
under
watch,
10 under 16.
I watch a girl named Mummy Etc. And she does a mixture of like daily vlogs, and her daughter does videos like My Little Pony stuff that Helen likes to watch and that. And she's got 2. She's got her daughter Madison and then her son Chase. Her son Chase, I don't even think is 2, maybe 3, and she's pregnant with baby number 3. And so, which I mean is not much.
I'm visiting from Florida. Hey, Michelle.
Hey, how are you?
We are in Kanata,
Yep.
Ontario, Canada, which is the west end suburb of Ottawa, Ontario. It is minus 15 degrees
Ish.
Celsius here, but it's bright and sunny, as you can see with the
Yeah.
window, the sunroof here. There's no clouds in the sky.
Yeah, very nice.
As I just lost my adjustable part here.
There we go.
Detroit.
I had to come up here to the mall and get a prescription filled, so we figured we'd come up here and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, basically. So it was easier for me to get the prescription and such. No. But there's one.
Florida. Greg lives in Florida, yes.
Yes.
Hey, Iron Fire Horse, how's it going? Long time no see. Why is this so still? Jen, I can't think of her name, but the lady that used to play the game live every day. Oh yes,
Oh,
horse. Oh shoot.
my
Get to the farm.
yes, my channel got a shout out from her.
Yeah. Yeah, get to the
Yes.
farm. Yeah. No, I
No.
haven't seen her. I'll have to go
No.
pop on to her channel. I haven't seen her since before Christmas. But
Yeah.
also, honestly, so just before Christmas, after Christmas, and in January, I've been kind of taking a break of YouTube. I've been just doing a little bit, just because with Abby's health and family time and just life just getting overwhelming. It's just not. I've just not had the energy to do stuff, and kind of been in a funk too. Like I've been recording, but not necessarily. And then I had computer problems too. Recording and having computer problems, and then Abby's health, and we got admitted to the hospital, and then I didn't do anything while we were in the hospital. I should have probably did a live stream or that, but I just didn't really have like the time that I did have. I kind of tried to rest or get coffee.
Yeah.
Like I had my priorities.
Well, I could have done a video actually. I should have
Oh my
done
god, my
a video.
skin, I would die. Oh no, that's warm. I'm coming from the Caribbean.
Oh, I should have done a video.
I've
I
been
just
crazy in this part of Ontario. Yes. It's actually been minus 15, that's been warm.
Yeah.
You know, we've had snow yet. We had another dump of snow.
We had it yesterday. Snowed yesterday till sometime in the evening.
Yeah. So that was another. We beat the record for snow for January.
Yeah.
Record for snow for January was 116 centimeters in 1874, and we
something
beat
like
that. I did a little video. There's a video up there today, I think, for that.
Well, I should have done a video.
She's been posting. Yeah, I don't know.
Because
Maybe check to see if you rung her bell. I'm gonna go check when I get off here.
Yeah.
To see if
I
I'm still
used to
subscribed, because sometimes it unsubscribes me for some strange reason.
I know YouTube had a thing where I would go on and pop in, or when I would pop in, is that YouTube would say that it's taking
It's
out.
it's colder where you are today.
That it's taking out
Here in Southern Ontario.
inactive channels or like spammy type channels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, because I know I lost like a handful of subscribers because of that.
Well, I know. So while I was in the hospital with my daughter, I lost about 20 people on my channel.
Yeah.
And because I was at 1086 before the new year, I lost some people in the new year, and then I'm down to I think 1035 or 1036.
Yeah.
So, but you know, as long as I keep over, I'd love to have way more subscribers, but
Well,
I'm not here for the subscribe. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm here for the subscribers, but I'm not here to get more subscribers. Yesterday evening was 56. It's freezing down here in Florida. See, but that's nothing. Us Canadians, we'd still go swimming in the pool.
Yeah.
Especially if it was heated.
See, I have a friend that lives down in Florida, another friend that lives in Florida, and I think in her area it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
I think yesterday or a couple days ago, and she was happy because I guess it's been really hot.
She dyed her hair white. So it's late my age. That's like dyed her hair white.
Apparently that's the new in thing.
Well, it's gray is the new thing.
Yeah.
So
It's like a silver.
yeah.
That's nice though.
Yeah, it looks good, but it's like, no, I'm trying to cover.
Yeah.
I'm trying to cover my glitter. I need to recolor. I have to contact my friend Marianne, who did my hair last time. Like, she has it in her house, so it's much cheaper.
Yeah.
I'm going to get her to cut it and color, because I need to do that. Too much glitter. My in-laws are going down to Florida, actually tomorrow, I think. So, and they're going, and they'll go by the ocean, sit by the ocean, sit by the pool, and read books.
One of my coworkers is going to Jamaica in February, at the beginning of February.
And they want to escape this white stuff.
Yeah, same with her.
I'm like, every year, I'm like, you're never here on my birthday.
She's going, I think, around the beginning of February. So.
That's 20 degrees colder where I'm from. Yeah, they're going to. Oh shoot, what's it called? They're not. They're going. They're renting a condo apartment by one of the places. I'm trying to think what it's called.
Huh.
Florida, Greg. Do you remember where I said they were going? I love Jamaica and the mountains, but not into the beach stuff.
Yeah. Well, I think they're.
I've
Going,
never gone to
they're
Jamaica.
Going. She's going on a resort or something. I'm not 100% sure. She
Well,
goes
there's
down.
lots of crime going on in Jamaica right now.
Yeah. Well, see,
It's not safe unless you're on the resort.
Well, I think she's on the resort, and I think that's where they'll be sticking is on the resort.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They go down like every year. They go. They take a vacation every year. So the family goes.
Yeah, we're the crazy Canadians that go to these hot spaces in August because it's cheaper than going right now. Like right now, going to those places, we'll save up. I don't know if we're going to go. Jeff was mentioning this year, but if I don't think we're going to go on vacation because we just don't have money saved up.
Yeah.
And we have there's other things that we need to get. So we eventually will need a furnace whenever this one dies or gets red flagged because the furnace we have came with the house. Our house was built in '88, so it's 30 years old. So it needs to get replaced. And we also need to get our roof checked because we had a bit of leakage in the garage. I noticed just before winter really hit that we had some leakage going on there. And so that's another, but I think our roof, we got our roof done, I guess about 10 years ago, so it might still be under warranty. One of the few things we bought for our house, because being a homeowner, it costs money. Like we've done our driveway, which we still need to probably redo again because I have 2 inches of ice in front of my garage, and my garage door is frozen shut.
Yeah.
My little shed door is frozen shut, which I moved my little snowblower thingy, my electric snowblower in it, which is frozen to the ground because of where it goes, the water seeps down there, it's frozen to the ground. So it's completely useless for me, and I have to somehow get it out. And hopefully pray that it works and not rusted.
Yeah, we...
Lots of crime in Collingwood, not safe. Safer in Jamaica. Well, yes. Well, see, Collingwood's like the ghetto of Toronto area or Southern Ontario. It's like here in Ottawa, it'd be saying lots of crime in Vanier. Vanier has like prostitutes like walking down the streets.
Yeah.
Okay, it's like, well, duh. That's where that's where they have actual, like, on the streets where they have like mailboxes they could put the mail in. They actually have safe needle drop boxes on the street for people to drop their dirty needles, like on Main Street. I'm like, right in front of the Burger King. Because my kids asked what that was for. Me and your furnace. So I made, yes, yes, Amanda. You're the same age as my furnace.
Hope you're not breaking down.
No,
that would not be good.
Yes, Amanda and I share a birthday. 88. I was in grade 8.
It was funny because Amanda's like, how old did you say when we figured out the date of that concert, Amanda? I think you said you were like 7 or 8.
Crime in Collingwood is because of the severe wealthiest of the area. Well, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You got the crime. You're making the table wobble.
I'm just trying to get rid of the smudge. There, I got it.
The thing is, you got the rich people who have a lot of stuff, and then you have people who are less rich that want all the rich people's stuff.
Yeah.
There's always that temptation.
I mean, it's the same here. Like, it's the same anywhere.
Well, it's the same here. We were just discussing this on one of the local smaller groups in Kanata. They were talking about how the car break-ins and stuff, and they were going to try and blame it on a local halfway house or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, no. Maybe lock your car. Maybe get a car alarm for $100. If you don't want your car to be broken into, smash the window, don't leave your laptop in your car. Don't leave money in your car. Don't leave your phone in the car. People are not going to break into it. Because they're not stealing the car. They're breaking into the car to get whatever's in the car. Has monetary value.
Yeah.
I can't remember the exact age, under 10.
You're getting
Well,
dizzy.
yeah, then they pray on the porch. So that's
Why are you
yes.
getting dizzy?
Oh, because this was wobbling back and
Oh.
forth. Because you were cleaning your freaking glasses and making the table.
You have your foot on the
Yes, I
thingy,
know.
though.
I'm trying to put my foot on the table to make it so it doesn't wobble, but it's not even the.
I have smudges on my glasses. I'm trying to get rid of it.
If I maybe just hold the table. Because the table was moving, yes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hold the table. If I just lean here. Okay, we chose like a really bad table.
But it was busy.
Busy for them all. Not
Yeah.
that anybody was in here eating anything that they bought, other than maybe a coffee. This mall is so dead now.
There's not really anything in here, so.
Since the Target has gone, and before that Zellers, even the A&W left,
And
and Subway. And we had a Chinese spot here that was here for like 30 years. It's gone now.
Oh, yeah.
All we have, well, they ended 2 weeks ago. All we have is the Chicken Ranch, which is a chicken spot. That's the only food in the whole mall, except for the rotisserie chicken at the grocery store.
Yeah.
Okay. This table is just driving me.
You should take your second cup.
Well, no, that's keeping it.
What
up.
if you take that and put it underneath? Is that, or like?
But it's not even like it's. Okay.
Or like even this thing.
Because that's not quite. It's
thick
I'm
enough.
gonna try and stuff this under the table. Oh.
See, now she's shaking the thing.
Okay.
We lost Jen for a second. For a second.
Okay. No.
Right, actually, is it that side that's wobbly? Try that.
We had a double homicide call a week ago. 3 wealthy men tried to rob someone in housing, the only place with no surveillance. Why would they have so that's what's with the wealthy people doing the crimes?
Yeah, really.
Ted ended up with the gun and killed 2. See, where we are, we have low crime here, but the crime that we have is stupid crime.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of breaking in cars, but not stealing the cars. And there's rarely even when there's home invasions, they wait till people leave.
Yeah.
There's not violent crimes. The only violent crimes we have is usually domestic violent crimes, which is everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, people aren't. And then there's a few recently, like the past 6 months or so, there've been a couple of drug crimes, but that was for people who had rented places. And
well, look at the woman whose daughter killed her. There.
Where was that?
It was here in Ottawa. The mother went missing. They came from, I can't remember where, and the mother went missing, and then the boyfriend and the daughter fled and went to Toronto.
Oh, they never have it.
Mm-hmm. And they were, last I saw, they were looking for the mother's body because they disposed of it in a dumpster or in the landfill around the family home. The daughter was 18 and the boyfriend was like 28. And it turned out that it was the boyfriend and the daughter both.
The boyfriend of the mom or the boyfriend
of the daughter?
Why?
They don't know.
Like what?
Yeah,
the only reason to kind of, to think of, to kill someone was to get the insurance or...
Yeah, no, they don't know. And they fled to Toronto, like right after she disappeared. So...
Well, if they don't have a body, they can't prove it. It's them.
But they were saying that the mother and daughter were the last to be seen together or something like that. I don't know. Mm-hmm. I didn't really read the whole thing, but they have charged the boyfriend and the daughter with murder. So, yeah, it's been in the news the last little while. I think she's like Cambodian or something like that. They just came over. They just came here not long ago.
Last year we had 18 in all of Ottawa, 18 homicides. And that was our busiest year. Mm-hmm. This, not 2008, that was 18 for 2017. So last year I think it was less because there was a big, huge discussion of everything going. But we had 18 in 2017, so
Yeah.
I know I looked it up. And neighbors now Joe because jeez, almost 20,000. Ouch. At 9 this year. 4 since October. Ouch.
Wow.
I don't have any involved. Small town, you know. 9. And it's still January. Yeah, I don't think we've had one yet in Jan here. I'll have to ask Google when we get home.
Well, that woman, she's
Obviously she won. But they haven't found the body. So that's the thing. They haven't.
Well, no,
they can't
because
call it a homicide until you find a body. If there's no body, that's how criminals go around.
Well, no,
doing
because
it.
they put her in the dumpster, right? So they know there's a body.
Well, if they
So,
what they found, did they find it?
well, no, because they asked them what they did with the body.
So they caught them.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Like I said, they caught them in Toronto.
Okay, I thought they were still.
No, they fled to Toronto. So those guys just realized that we were doing live.
Okay.
They were staring at.
Whatever.
This one here, he's like,
They're not like whatever. So.
oh, it's funny.
And 9 January. Out there in the city of Robson. Ouch. That sucks. Yeah, no, we don't have a huge crime rate here in Kanata or even in the Ottawa area. It's the major crime is stupid crime like car break-ins or vandalism. Actually, vandalism is the big one.
Yeah.
It's basically when there's people who have too much time or money on their hands. And also drugs too. Like,
Yeah.
But it's like pot.
That's what's in my area. That's what my area is.
Yeah, it's pot, but it's not like the harsh stuff.
Well, in my area, it's
But now
a
it's
little
legal,
bit
so
both.
I don't know if it's still a crime. I don't know. I'm confused.
It is if you come to work high.
Oh yeah. Well,
As far as I know,
well, I was gonna say I'm like
I don't know, but because I know one of my coworkers has come to work high.
Okay.
The one
And,
that we're trying to get rid of.
well, did you tell them?
Oh, they know. They know.
Like the owners?
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, oh, that's a whole, yeah. Can't go into really too much detail, so.
No, because
But,
also here's drugs and arguments.
yeah.
I was gonna say now it's legal, so the problem is that there's kids that are under 19 that do it, but I don't know. I don't know
You
if
and me
anybody's
both,
doing anything
Amanda.
about that anymore.
I worked last night. Like I said, I got called in. I got work till 4 to 10. Got home at, I think, 10:15. JP and I have been playing a game together called Stardust, and we were up playing until almost 2.
I was gonna say you were playing games together.
Yeah.
I thought it was like roulette nap time.
No.
Are you asleep for half an hour or is it 4 hours?
No, it's
a
not.
roulette.
Well, no, not really. It's not overtime, but it is an extra
what type of
6-hour
mob?
shift.
Is it
so,
is it the
um,
because there's a few like in Toronto there's
which
a
is good.
huge
so
Chinese mob there. Like the Italian mob's
yeah,
not
like a
that.
computer
I don't know
game.
if
So
being that
it's
big. Here in Ottawa
it's a
there's a
game
bit of
where
Italian
you
mob
can do quests
and a
in
bit of
it.
thugs. Like it's
They give
basically
you-
drug dealer.
It's like a space game or something like that, I guess. And you have to, like, you can team up together and you can, like, build stuff and you do, like, little quests in between and you have to find certain things and to level up and stuff like that. So it seems alright so far. We've just gotten into it. He's played it before. I've never played it before. And he wants, it's something that we can do together. So, which is kind of nice. But,
Playing it till 2:00 in the morning.
well,
That was back in the day when I was
Actually-
when Jeff and I used to play Ultima and
Yeah.
Warcraft and
well, I think we were actually out until, well, I think we played the game until like 1 or just after 1, and then we've gotten into watching a new cop show called Body Cams.
One of the dead is Dean.
And,
Oops.
jeez. She's trying to spill her coffee on me. Do you need more coffee?
I mean, it's empty. I'm just being klutzy.
Amanda says stop throwing stuff.
Many.
Yeah, so
Who had
we started
men-
watching this new show
men
called
box office.
Body Cams.
Ouch.
It's a cop show, and so it's
Trade Russell
actually
Crowe for Cinderella Man.
It's like cops, but like a little bit more
Was he
to the
mobbed?
extreme. So you actually get to see what the officers go through when they're going into an arrest, and you view it through their body cams. So like you actually get to see like the gruesome stuff. So like them
So
getting
what shoe?
like it's called body cam.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's basically you get to see like them getting shot and stuff like that if they happen to get shot. And like one of the ones that we watched last night, the guy, the officer, had pulled up into.
My brother's a cop, so I hate watching this stuff.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey
Philip.
Phil,
How's it going?
He's from here. It's
Oh,
my friend
cool.
Phil. So hey
Hey,
Phil.
does this look familiar? We're in Hazeldean.
You're not working today, are you, Phil? You should come and have a chat with us. Phil wants to do a collab.
Sure.
Yeah, so we could do a video together sometime.
Mhm.
So we'll have to set up a thing where we can all get together.
Always up for coffee. Off today, actually.
Well, good for you. Good for you. He just got promoted at work.
Where does he work?
He works at Independent.
Okay.
What did you?
Where we are.
What's your what did you get promoted to again? I know you said it was a manager, but what department, Phil? Phil and I met when I worked at A&W here. I've known him, how long ago?
I didn't know you worked at this at A&W.
Yeah, I was there for a couple years.
And that's probably where I also thought I knew you from. Too.
Assistant grocery
Because we used to
manager.
come to this mall all the time when the kids were small too, like Santa Claus parades and all that stuff. And we always we always get onion rings there, and then we'd get Chinese over at the Chinese spot. And my husband would get a sub here because the kids and I wanted Chinese, but he wanted the sub and onion rings. So, and I'm like, yeah, because I'm like, he looked familiar.
How long have you been at the grocery store now,
Assistant
Phil?
grocery manager.
I can't remember.
Laura's Independent is a good store. I volunteer with the food cupboard, and they always, that's where they order their food for their regular purchases of stuff that's not donated.
Amanda,
so the fresh
Phil
foods
is
and
a
stuff
friend of
from there.
mine from Kanata here too, so he lives in the same.
Cool. What
city
type of
as-
stuff do you put on your channel?
as,
You're supposed to be in
as,
court in
Gemini.
Montreal for
Okay,
sentencing
yeah,
on drug conspiracy.
So okay, so we met. Do you remember what year
Well, the
it was
Chinese
that we met?
spot here
Phil?
was actually pretty decent. It was called
I'm trying to
Teriyaki
think of how long
Experience,
ago it
but
was
it's
that I
gone now.
worked
It went out of
at
business
the,
or
the
left the
A&W
mall
here.
about 2-3 weeks
Can't
ago, and it has
remember.
been here for at
I know it's
least
been a long
25
time,
years.
So.
And it was pretty good. They cooked with water, not oil. So they had like a tiniest bit of oil. So it was actually
the Chinese
healthy.
food place? Yeah. I only
And
ate there a
decent
couple of times. And
Well,
it's
see, the
pretty
thing
good.
was, the first problem was only about 4 or 5 years ago did they actually have an ATM, like a debit machine. So you could only purchase there for cash. Like when there was Zellers here, they didn't have a debit machine, so you had to have cash.
Sorry, Iron Fire Horse. He wants Chinese food now.
She.
Or she, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I can't eat rice. It puts me into low blood sugar. Really?
Oh, no. That's
But you
not
could
good.
get noodles. What about noodles? Chinese noodles, like ramen.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. This
Started
girl
working
is
at
really
Laura's
killing
in
me.
September 2011.
Laura's.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 8 years?
Okay. Yeah, so we've known each other for quite a long time then.
Because when were you at A&W?
I think I was probably there maybe 2012.
Oh,
I think.
yuck. That sucks. So
I
are you
think.
celiac? Or is it just brings you down to low blood sugar?
I can't remember exactly when I started there. I know I was there for a little over a year, so he used to just come and hang out and talk and kill time.
Probably hitting on you.
Well, you did it to everyone.
I know those types. I worked at Rockin' Johnny's during my finished high school and college.
Yeah.
There was always the little old men that would come into the mall and order coffee and sit there all day and then hit on the waitresses like I was just doing hostess
Now you're
stuff.
shaking the table.
Oh, sorry. I have celiac and allergies and anaphylaxis. And, yikes.
That's not good at all.
I think that's what she did it.
Yeah, that's what I think too, Phil. That was when the big girl that worked there, she was a manager. I can't remember her name. She was a bit of a meanie. Oh, she was. She has to have been one of the worst managers that I've ever worked for. So,
Rock and Johnny's big best breakfast.
yes.
So I know how to do their hash browns. So the secret ingredient for the hash browns is they deep fry the potatoes, and then they sprinkle it with chicken soup base as the seasoning on top instead of salt and pepper.
Yum.
So
Yum.
now I make my hash browns. I do that. Yeah, I used to work at the Westgate one
There's a
back in
gentleman.
the day before the Kanata one opened. The owner of the one Kanata was my boss in at Westgate. He was also the owner of Harvest House. Remember Harvester House, where the Hung Chow buffet
think
was?
so.
That like right mall down there.
Oh, I think so,
It's
maybe.
where it's now Allstate Insurance or something
Oh,
like that. Like right
okay.
behind where the Pizza Hut. There was a Pizza Hut, and then
Oh, yeah,
that
yeah,
mall,
yeah.
that
Yeah,
corner,
yeah.
it was called Harvester House. So he used to own that one too, and
Yeah,
then
no.
he got the Kanata one, because I've seen him a couple times. His what was his name? Tony, I think. He's a big guy,
Yeah.
but he was actually not a bad boss when he was at Westgate. He wasn't a great boss, but um,
Better
he,
than some.
well, yeah. So I mean, the only things I had issues was scheduling and stuff like that. Like I was a student and I was working on the weekends,
Yeah.
and as a hostess, and then when during the week I'd be doing breakfast because they wouldn't have hostess in the evenings because the evenings weren't that busy. So days I wasn't working, I'd be hostess during the week. But sometimes he would book me on days that I had asked off because I had like school and stuff. And I'm like, I can't get here. Like I have school at this time. I can't, you know. And I was coming at the time from, where was I? Herongate area, all the way to Westgate.
Yeah.
So, interesting. So, what's your favorite cheat meal? From you or
For me,
a digestive tract?
Phil, it depends on what I feel like having. So like this Sunday for my cheat meal, when I was at work, I had a deluxe baked potato, and my friend Danielle that I work with, she made it for me, and she made it extra loaded. So she put extra sour cream, extra cheese,
Exactly.
and cheese sauce, extra shredded cheese, extra bacon bits, and extra chives. And yeah, it was extra loaded. And then I think I had like 4 mozzarella sticks too, but like that was later, like on my break. So I had the baked potato before I started my shift for like my lunch or whatever. And then like I kept things really light. But if I'm gonna go all out for a cheat meal, it's usually like Chinese food or something like that. The other
Yes,
thing,
but okay. When she says Chinese food, it's Canadian Chinese. Okay, it's like chicken balls, fried rice, spare ribs,
no,
egg
not
rolls.
even spare ribs.
Not even. Okay, spare ribs is too fancy
Yeah.
for you. Too Chinese for you.
No, we do the chicken balls. We do
Do you?
fried rice, um, General Chow's, and egg rolls. And I think there's something else tells me there's one more thing, but I can't remember what it is.
See, Chinese food for us would consist of egg rolls and hot sour soup. One child would have probably a wonton soup if it was going to be like that. We have Cantonese chow mein, General Tao's chicken, usually sweet and sour pork Cantonese style. Salt and pepper shrimp with no heads or tails.
Phil, are you following my
And
my weight loss
sometimes
Instagram?
black bean
My second
chicken
account?
or beef or that, or a Thai curry beef or chicken, depending on where we're ordering from. We also like the sizzling black pepper beef from the Rito
Never heard of
Tavern
that
Chinese
place. Did
restaurant.
you see that?
One place you gotta try is called Vera's Butchery. Yes, I've heard of it. It's right by where the Shoppers is by the Metro.
Oh,
The
yeah, yeah.
Shoppers Metro, that mall.
Yeah.
It's there. So
Okay.
it's actual butcher Okay, so you get the meat butchered, but they also have a restaurant
Oh,
in
cool.
there that has like really good burgers. Like they're supposed to have like really, like you're still going to spend like $15
Yeah,
burgers,
yeah.
but you're going to spend $15 burgers at like
Yeah.
Minnesota's or Montana's or Milestones.
If you like Chinese food, Phil, there's a good place out at Bayshore on Carling in Woodridge. Yeah,
Yeah,
Carling Woodridge
across the
Crescent.
street from the Coliseum Theater.
It's down further from there.
A
It's-
little bit.
No, it's like right beside the gas station.
Yeah, yeah, it's right
So-
by the gas, but it's Taiping.
Yeah.
It's right next to the Middle Eastern grocery
Yes,
store, that same
yeah.
building.
Yeah,
If you
so it's really good. And we went there over 5.5 years ago when we lived out on lots private off of Carling. And we paid literally, like, for all the stuff that I mentioned that we got, we literally paid
Meatballs, fries and
40,
broccoli egg
just
rolls.
over
Oh my
$40
god, I so
for
want
it.
some.
So
Yes.
we get like a great big bag full of stuff.
Oh yes, beef and broccoli is
And then
another
they
one we
give
like.
us like an extra free rice and an extra free egg rolls, and it's like just over $40. And we went there in the summertime on our way back from a motor social event. We decided we had time, we could stop in, so we grabbed some to bring home with us because we were starving. And so we were talking to one of the owners, and she's like, "Yeah, I haven't changed my prices in 5.5 years." And we're like, "Yeah, we used to come here 5.5 years ago." Like,
Oh, I
all
used
the
to go there.
time.
My mom used to live there back when I was 21, so 22 years ago.
Yeah.
That was our place we get Chinese food.
Yeah.
Because it was decent food and decent prices, so their prices haven't changed. I went there
Oh, nice.
with a girlfriend of mine a couple of 2 years ago. We stopped by there and we got like a dinner for
Look at-
two, and there was
Amanda
leftovers.
says now I want
Sushi,
hash
hash browns,
brown,
and
Chinese. Oh, and our new favorite place to go to, if you haven't tried it yet, Phil, is the Pita Pit here in Kanata now. The new one that just opened up in Hazeldean Mall by the chocolate place.
Right across from
Oh,
Starbucks.
Yeah. Oh my God. They
See,
are
I can't
bomb.
justify. So this is the thing. Pita Pit. I've gone to Pita Pit before. So, like, when my kids were in scouting, one of the gentlemen that used to give us a ride, his son, he would give us a ride to our camps and stuff. He was vegetarian, and they would go, instead of going to McDonald's or whatever for our meal on the way to camp, we'd go to Pita Pit. I mean, yes, they're great sandwiches, but spending like $9 for a wrap, like I find it. I'm like, I could spend $9 and get something hot.
Well, they heat them.
Well, yes, but it's still it's a heated wrap. I'm like, I could
Well,
spend
no,
$9.
they
Yeah.
actually do it on a grill.
Yeah, I know, but what I'm
So-
saying is I could spend $9 and get a burger.
Yeah, but this is healthier. That's why we like it.
Well, yes, but
Oh.
like, if I'm going to camp, like this is the thing. When I was going to camp, I wanted something sustenance. I wanted stick to your ribs because we're going to be stuck.
Well,
eating
I'm just
crap.
saying, like, if he's, because I know Phil is looking at healthy
Healthy,
stuff,
yes,
you know,
very
too, at
healthy.
times, and that's, you know, like a go-to place for us is Pita Pit.
Yes, it's good. I just find their prices of sandwiches. I can.
Well, the thing is that you can get a pita, a small one,
yeah.
for just under $10, and you get 12 toppings for free. Your first 12 toppings are free. So anything after those toppings, you have to add price to.
See, they didn't have that. So before,
Oh.
when we went to, it was you can get a certain type, but all of your toppings were free. Like your toppings other than the meats. Like
No.
if you were having the souvlaki thing, all of your different like lettuces and whatever is free.
Yeah,
So
that
like
would be
food.
cool.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm up for that. I'm up for it. Oh yes, but then we could go check out Mary Brown's. It just
Oh
opened
my
up.
God. Yeah, see, we
We only have.
We have one here, like I said, that just opened up now. There's one.
There's one at Centrum. That's the one we would go to. That's been there for. Oh no, not Pita Pit. Sorry, it was Extreme
yeah,
Pita.
That's Extreme
Sorry,
Pita.
Extreme Pita.
There's a Pita Pit that's out
Sorry, I've
off
not
of
been-
Eagleson.
Okay, so I've never been to
Yeah.
a Pita Pit. It was Extreme Pita.
Okay.
That's why I was
See-
gonna say a $9 pita. Like
Yeah,
still,
no, the Pita Pit is actually really
it's
good.
kind of like going to Subway. Like I go to Subway because it's relatively cheap and it's filling. So if we want to do something cheap and
See,
we're running, but
I get a small pita, which is like this, and they fill it. So it's like this long, and it's like this thick. Like it's thick. They chock it full of stuff. I get the Philly steak, so I get it loaded with all the vegetables, And then you can have the option of getting it in the salad bowl too. So any of their pitas you can get done in the salad bowl. And then if I get it in the salad bowl, I do no dressing. And I did, what do I do? I did the feta cheese, and then they have a garlic mix seasoning. I don't know what's all in it, but I put that on the steak and that with whatever the flavoring is on the Philly steak. I didn't need any dressing. Like, it was really good. And I couldn't even finish it all. Like, their small salad is like this. And they chalk it, so I got like lettuce,
Yeah,
spinach,
but see, same with when I've gone to be trying to be healthy and have a big huge bowl of salad, right? Philly steak or kill, those big salad meals. I usually can't finish it either, but it's not that I can't finish it because I'm not still hungry. I'm just freaking tired of chewing. Like, you have that big huge bowl of salad. There's just a lot of chewing going on. Like, it's not because I'm not hungry, because I'm like, okay, I'm full, I'm satisfied, like, I'm not stuffed. But I'll leave some and I'll take it the rest home because I'm like, my mouth is tired of chewing. Like, this is just too much freaking chewing.
See,
especially when you go and try and be all healthy.
See, I get full
with all the vegetables.
I get full like somewhat easy, and so like I took half the salad home, and then I brought it to work with me that night.
Yeah.
And I just made it into kind of like a stir fry. And stuff, and then I put like a little bit of sauce on it from work, or like a little bit of extra cheese, and it's perfect. The same with like the pita. If I don't want to eat all of it, I'll cut it in half.
I find with sandwiches and wraps and subs and stuff, if there's sauce on it, it gets all mushy. I don't like mushy, but I don't like it when they're mushy. When they're like, my husband will eat we'll order food and we'll get like subs, and he'll order like subs and like, maybe say wings or whatever. But there's always like leftover subs, so he'll usually not eat his sub and he'll eat the other stuff because he'll save a sub for the next day.
Yeah.
Right? Because he doesn't mind if it gets kind of mushy. And I'm like, I can't stand when it's if it's been sitting there, like even if I eat a sub at lunch, if I put it there for supper, like even a few hours, if it's mushy, I give it to my husband because I'm like, no, I just can't.
Well,
I mean, now if I was really starving, I probably could.
See, Monday,
but there's better things.
Monday night or Monday afternoon, JP went up to the doctor's office, and on his way back, because our doctor's office is up on Hazeldean Road there by the Shoppers.
Yeah.
Not the building that's right beside it, but the building after. So he decided he wanted pita pit for lunch because he hadn't eaten anything. He got back from playing hockey and he showered and then he went straight to the doctor's so he could get in for their walk-in, like in time. Yeah. And so anyway, he texted me, he's like, I'm getting pita pit, you want some? Well, I had just had something, and she's just saying that the pita pit was...
I have a 30-inch diameter steel bowl. I have my salad in with a little salt, balsamic vinegar, olive oil. Yeah, my daughter loves making balsamic dressing, homemade balsamic dressing.
I actually have a, what is it? It's that stuff the natural stuff that you can buy, and you get from like a sales rep.
Epicure?
Yes, that's it. I have the balsamic vinegar stuff that's just the dry that you can make your own.
Yeah.
And I have like an Italian one, I think, and I got them from the food cupboard.
Oh yeah?
A year or two ago, and I still haven't used them all.
Well, you should use them.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, no, they're really good flavored ones. I picked up a couple things from Epicure. I like them, but like it's the cost. I just can't. I can't justify it. So some things when they ever go on sale or something, I'll pick up stuff. Like I picked up like the kits, the Asian kit, which had the salad dressing mix, the seasoning mix, and then it was like a stir fry mix or whatever. So it was all three of them for like $15 instead of each one being like $7 something.
Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, I could probably make my own by going to Bulk Barn, and with the same ingredients. I like a light sauce. Too much makes it mushy.
Yeah, that's right. Same with me. Like when I get
used to get teased at work. I was eating for 12 people.
Barbecue.
Well, I have a friend who likes making these salads, and she basically her supper is in one of those steel bowls, like the mixing bowls, and she'll eat that. And it's mostly all vegetables with a topping of like whatever
and
leftover
Jen and I
meat.
got caramel frappuccinos. Puppy's breast just popped into my.
Hey, Rosie.
Yeah.
Long time no see.
Yeah, we've been on for about, what, an hour now?
Yeah, as it says right there.
Yeah, we've been on for an hour. That's okay. At least you popped in. She got to pop in for a few minutes on my live on Monday
Oh,
when
okay.
I did it, and then
I did live too on Monday morning.
I did. Yeah, I did mine. I usually try to do my goal check-in on Mondays to recap from like the week before, and then to go over what my new goals are for the week. And then I did a video about the snow that we got, the first dump that we got over the weekend.
Yeah.
So I just did a recorded one from through YouTube, uncut, like unedited.
Yeah, I saw the snow
Yeah.
and then so it was completely silent for the first bit, and then I'm like watching it, and then you spoke.
Yeah.
And then it's like,
Well,
okay.
because I wanted to just show the snow at first, and then I went into talking about it. So. Are you working, Puppy's Breath?
It's a bacon mixy. Yeah, so my friend
Yeah.
she does her salad. So she's celiac as well. So she's celiac. So she does like salad, and also like no grains usually. So like hardly any carbs.
I'm ready for a nap too, Amanda. I think I might
She
have one.
she does
this
rice
afternoon when the kids get home
once in a blue moon.
before dinner.
But she makes her big
I gotta go
salad, and
pick up
even
a
her kids
prescription
like the big
before we
salad. It's
leave
like basically
here, so-
lettuce and peppers and broccoli and cauliflower
I'm getting put on
and
some new
carrots.
medication by my doctor.
All the vegetables you can think of, and then
And
throw them
so,
with like a
yeah.
cup
Oh,
of
you're on break?
meat
Okay.
on top.
Are you working a long shift today? I know you work long hours, I think sometimes, right?
Today in Chopin, I'm going to restart in case it's on my head.
What's the weather like where you are?
Oh, sorry. If it's moving, it's because we keep on tapping the table.
Yeah, I'm trying not to.
So,
I'm
well,
playing.
knock
I
the
was
thing
playing with
off.
my cup.
ah.
I was playing
So
with
if you
my
just
cup.
here, I'll lean, and maybe that'll stop the table. I don't know.
Who knows? She tried putting some. Oh, it came.
Yeah,
out.
and it came off, and it's like, because we were wobbling it too much. Okay, next time we check the table before we start.
Yeah.
Okay? So yeah, next week, I can't do Wednesday because I'll be at Chio all day. I have to figure out a ride to get there.
I haven't got my
At 8.
schedule, but I should be off Monday. But I'm at Chio all day Monday. I have to be there for 1.
Oh, I have to be there for 8, and then we have to be there for 1, which is the 1 o'clock one is going to be at least a 2-hour appointment.
Well-
So then we're going to be leaving during rush hour, which means I'm going to have something already prepped and prepared for Monday, either already cooked that we just have to
I'm
reheat,
off
or
for a
something that
while
Rowan
now,
can
but
throw in the oven,
we can
because
play.
I won't get back till probably about 6:30
last
because
we checked
it takes an
Puppy
hour
Breath,
and a half on a
it
good day
was
from Chio.
minus 15
By bus.
degrees here.
I doubt if I can get a ride home. I can possibly,
Yeah,
maybe,
minus
fingers
15. It's not
crossed,
as cold as what
be
it
able to
has
get
been.
a ride there.
Well, see, we were busing there and back.
Yeah,
And
but I'm just like, I have to be there for
so-
8 o'clock in the morning.
Well, yeah.
So if I have to bus, I have to leave at 6.
Yeah, I've had those appointments.
And I've had those, and so, but with Abby's health and stuff, I'm hoping I could try and see if I could get a ride. A lady from my church says, "Oh, have you contacted the deacon? Maybe your deacon can help you." I'm like, "No, I tend not to
That
ask."
is minus 15 is actually cooler than what it has been, Puppy's Breath. Yesterday, I believe it was like minus 18 with a wind chill of minus 23.
Yeah, today
So-
it's bombing.
Yeah, today is actually
because there's no wind.
and I didn't actually get to have to wear, my brown scarf that you guys have
Okay.
seen me wear that I have wrapped around my
Still
face
like
up
that.
to here. Well,
Angie's
I haven't
channel is
actually-
called
I
Angie's.
haven't actually wore it today.
What's it now called? It's not Angie Nicholas, but
It's
it's called
Angie's weight loss.
Angie's Weight Loss.
Yeah, Angie's weight loss journey.
So
or
hopefully you
something.
subscribe. But if you go to my channel, it's one of those featured channels.
Well, and even if you just type in my name, Angie Nicholas,
It'll come up?
Yeah, you'll see my name.
Nicholas.
Yeah.
That's like yesterday. I'm like, oh my god. Because I'm like, okay, so talking on the phone with her, and she's like, I'm like, okay, and then I didn't, her voice is one way, and then I'm like, oh, and then she laughed, and I'm like, oh, I know who it is now.
Yeah.
But
Well,
without the voice, I was just like, because I'm just like, I'm doing my job. It's a record cold in your area, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Record snow.
Record snow, and
We had a couple days of record cold.
last week it was a record cold. Last Monday we were dubbed the coldest city in Canada or in
the world.
Ontario.
No, we were also one day we were dubbed the coldest capital in the world.
In the world, so colder than some of the places that are normally cold this time of year.
And a few days this month, we've been warmer than Mars. We've been colder than Mars and colder than Jupiter.
Yeah.
So.
So yeah. So that's
Mac and cheese. Oh, there, Amanda put the. Thanks,
Oh,
Amanda.
thank you, Amanda. Amanda's our wrench holder. So,
Yeah.
and she's good at it. There was one live that I was in. I did.
There's no S in Angie. So you
No.
got Angie apostrophe weight loss journey. You don't have it. You have to change.
Oh, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I'll have to take a look at it again. So I have to update my channel thing too because I still have the Christmas.
Hey, there you
theme
go.
Going back.
Okay, so she popped over.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Amanda's like, we got to work on getting.
Oh yeah, don't
more
forget
subs.
thumbs up because I see 0 thumbs up on
Yes.
most of ours.
Yes.
I'm sure I probably have about 7 or 8 thumbs down because there's somebody. I swear it's just one person with multiple accounts that goes in every single video.
I was just saying there was one guy, he was really trying to get at us about something. I can't even remember what he was saying. Do you remember, Amanda?
Oh, there's probably
She would
poop.
block him, and then he'd come back in and say something else, and then she'd block him, kick him out. He'd come back in with the same thing, like 3 or 4 different ones. Okay, perfect. It's just not showing up on our end. It'll probably show up once we go off the video. So...
Yeah, I have to. I'm like, I don't know what's for supper. I have to go look at my menu. Did I post it yet? No, probably not. Well, I posted my major menu for the month.
Mm-hmm.
But I took a video of my menu plan for this week. I just haven't posted that yet. I mean,
Well,
it's only Wednesday.
Before Jenn got to my place today, yes, that's right. Yeah, I can't even remember what he was saying. It was stupid stuff too.
I have 7 likes.
So.
Okay, cool. It says, see on my end, it shows 5 people in and 0
Well, and
likes.
at mine there was like 4 at one point. Now there's only 2. So.
And no likes. So I don't know.
Yeah. Not sure.
YouTube thingy is weird.
Yeah.
I had to disable. So whatever the update is on my phone for the
Okay.
YouTube, I had to disable it because it wouldn't allow me to do live streams. So I disabled it and reinstall it.
Wait a minute. So 3 up on. Hey man, I'm confused. 3 it shows 3 up on Angie and 7 on Angie. Huh? Oh, on Jenn. LOL. Okay. Yes, she was the wrench guru. She was on the ball.
And when I came back, okay, cool.
She was on the ball. She threw the wrench on his head like 4 times, 5 times, I think.
Different accounts,
So,
or
yeah, all different names, but we knew it was the same person because of the context.
well,
of the comments.
exactly. Especially, and they come in talking, say about poop or something.
Well, no, this one was about something else. It was about one of them was something about Trump, and it's like I don't even follow that crap, so don't even bring that into my channel. That's not what my channel's about. You know.
So for example, like I don't pay attention to a lot of political stuff.
No.
But all I can say is the only things that we pop in on, like we get news, it's always the things that come out of your president's mouth. That is just like, what? Like I don't understand some of the stuff. Like it just makes no sense. But it's not a political thing. It's more of just like, doesn't somebody like, forewarn him or keep him under wraps? Because like sometimes he just doesn't know what he's talking about.
You don't feel bad about that, Amanda.
A bunch of accounts. You did?
He has.
You were going to make a troll account. Well, it will be nice to me.
Yes. Don't be mean. Don't be mean. None of that here.
Yeah, Steve. I think today wasn't his wife going to have surgery? I think his wife is having surgery today. It was. I don't think it was major surgery.
It was really weird. I'd have to go back and look at the chat if it shows up on the video.
I'm trying to think what surgery it was. I know it wasn't a major
he was going
surgery.
Off on something weird. And then there was the one guy that was saying that someone rode bulls or something, and you went along with it, Amanda.
Oh yeah, that one.
Remember? Yeah, you were selling like your
grandpa's floppy disk.
You went right along.
He was on Jen's live Monday. Yes, he was on Monday, and he said his wife was having surgery sometime this week for something, but wasn't anything he was too concerned. Like it wasn't major, like not like heart surgery or something like that, but it was some sort of surgery And because I said, well, how does that work? So he still has Medicare, but he still had to pay a certain amount each month or whatever. Like there's even like his portion is still going to be like 2 or 3 thousand. It's like, how does that even work if you're paying for Medicare? Like, I just don't understand how. And we had a huge discussion on, like, my daughter was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I didn't have to pay a dime.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, the first thing I asked, because we have ODSP coverage. Oh, Columbia fan.
Yeah, his wife is having surgery. So, yes, so he's having surgery, but it's something like it's something that's routine surgery.
She did.
Like it might be a gallbladder or something like it's something
minor.
Like routine, like not like, oh my goodness.
Well, with my prescription, I dropped in before we got started here.
Good. You did. So
I had to ask right away if it was covered, because otherwise I couldn't get it. Because there's just some of our prescriptions that aren't covered under ODSP, like certain brands.
Yes. So, like, for example, same with Abby's stuff. So Abby's most recent med wasn't covered.
My mom is actually going for that.
The kids have free prescriptions, but one of Abby's meds was not covered by the free prescriptions that we have insurance, so it pays for it. But it was one of the anxiety meds, and I'm like, why isn't this covered?
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's spelled.
Oh yes, cataract. That was it. She was having cataract surgery because I'm like, oh, that's what Abby had when she was 3 months old.
Well,
like it was something like day surgery. It was day surgery.
That's okay. I wouldn't have even known.
Didn't look right.
Well, my mom.
None of my prescriptions. How come none of your prescriptions are?
My mom has to go to a specialist in one of
the name and use the name generator.
The local areas here. She lives in Carlton Place, which is 45 minutes from here, and then from Carlton Place she goes to Smith Falls, which is like a half-hour drive from Carlton Place to Smith Falls. She's going to see a specialist there on the 5th because she's got cataracts back in one of her eyes, and she might have to have surgery. So. But we won't know that until next Tuesday.
Yeah, but cataract surgery is very routine surgery.
And it's something they say they probably will have to go through every 5 years. Because my mom had it before.
Unless they do, so for Abby's case, for her cataract surgery, when she was a baby, they removed the lens. Mm-hmm. Okay, so, and they didn't put a new lens in. So what they could do is completely remove the lens and put a new lens in. But for her, since her eyes were abnormal shaped and stuff, putting a new lens, so she has never had a lens in her eye. So that was part of her eye problems too. Yeah. So that's why we got, when she had glasses to try and correct whatever little vision she did have, they were more of a physical barrier to her eyes because that's what your lens is, right? So most times with cataract surgery, either they remove the cataract, but they could put a artificial lens in if your eyes are normal shape, and they put a physical barrier lens in there, but since it's artificial, the cataract won't regrow on it. So that's a possibility, because they were talking about that when Abby was a baby, of doing that, but then they looked at her eyes and they were not a candidate, because you have to get you have to get them either donated lenses, like she had corneas that were donated, after the person didn't need them anymore. But also with the lenses, they regrow, they grow them from cells, so they're like artificial, but they're biological, but they're not your biological. Like, I don't know how that works, but they grow the lens. That's a new thing that's also in the Eye Institute the past 8 or 10 years, because they found a way that they can regrow it. And then they also have, you can put a fake lens of like it's a plastic or a silicone or whatever artificial thing. They aren't on the ODSP coverage list. Ugh, sounded like a troll name to me. Yes, that grandpa's floppy disk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now, for the ODSP coverage list, can't you contact ODSP and put a request for, what's the word I'm looking for, to be re-advised, like like if you need that med to get looked at, to be covered. Like, I know for
I don't know.
Like, I know for the kids, so the kids meds, if Abby's still going to continue on with the kids med, that's not covered, I could contact the Ontario OHIP or whatever and put a request for them to put it on for her. Because it's not necessarily for the public, like for everybody, but you can request if that's what your doctor says that's what you need.
Yeah, I don't know, because it's not my ODSP, so...
Going to sneak over to Jen's for a few.
Oops. I didn't want to do that. No, I didn't want to go out. Sorry. Sorry.
Outside it's snowing. It's snowing.
Snowing. It's not supposed to snow here until Saturday, according to Google. But I don't know. I told Google she was a liar because it was snowing yesterday and she said it wasn't snowing. Or like the day before or something. And I looked out the window and I'm like, sure enough, it's snowing.
Yep.
I'm like, Google, you're a liar. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying. She's like, I'm doing the best I can. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, Ciara's got a video up. I have to go and watch
Wait, Worker's voicemail says she won't be back until October 18th.
Holy crap.
Oh, I would go call
like another
the office and go and find another worker
Yeah.
because it's a little bit too long to wait to get back. Yes.
Yeah, Google has been off her meds. It was so funny. I was talking to the owner of my work about the Google, and I was telling him how I asked her something, and she's like, "I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that right now." She's like, "I'm still learning," and he's like, he thought it was hilarious. I'm like, yeah, she throws that answer out about everything. Hey Nintendo, how's it going?
Hey Nintendo, how's it going?
I watched your last video that you had up, where you went on a trip somewhere with a friend of yours, and you were showing us the motel, and you guys went out to eat at the mall, and you were shopping and stuff. It's very good. I gave it a thumbs up, and I think I commented on it too for you. Yeah, him and a buddy of his went out for the day shopping somewhere.
Cool.
It was like a day trip or something away that they did. So.
I wish I could have that vacation from now till October.
Exactly, and get paid for it too. Because I know they get paid vacation.
Yeah, but nobody I know has that many weeks of vacation.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe it's off on medical leave or something.
Or they haven't changed the answer machine since the last time she was off.
Yeah, really.
That happens to my husband all the time. His thing goes in when he's been on vacation to change the thing, and it's like weeks later. But what also happens with his answer machine is that you call, and if he doesn't answer, goes to the answer machine and goes, mailbox you're trying to reach is full. I'm like, okay.
Of
So,
course.
and I go tell my husband the next day. He doesn't check his answer machine.
Glad you had a fun time. It looked like it was fun.
They run that place bad. My daughter's private info was sent out. Ouch.
It looked like it was really good too. Did you buy any interesting things while you were on your trip? Isn't it nap time?
I know, I'm yawning.
I mean, it's funny. It's funny because we always joke at work how we're gonna take like designated nap breaks instead of like breaks.
Yeah, but your booths aren't that comfy to nap at. Like, do you have a staff room in the back or anything?
If you want to call it that.
If you want to call it that.
Okay, this thing's not working.
Are you out?
I think it might be out because it's at 13%. My battery's running low.
No, Iron Fire Horse, you're not pouring the trash.
No. No. Oh, okay, cool.
Well, I was just gonna say you could try to contact your worker or.
Do you have another thing I can plug
Yes.
into yours?
Yep. There's another hole.
Okay.
My-
You said hole.
Yeah. Well, my charger. So here's my charger battery. See, and this one's nice. It's the 20,000 mAh.
She's been like throwing you guys around this week for
I'm
this
just-
video. I'm just gonna plug
Yes.
you guys in.
It's the 20,000 mAh, but it has two holes. I can charge two devices at the same time.
Oops, wrong way. Right way? There we go. That can work. There, that just went brighter.
Yes.
That's how I knew too that my was. There
Yeah,
we
that's
go.
good.
Because it was at 3%. Cool. Do you have any other videos coming up soon, Nintendo? I haven't seen
You can
any
try and contact your
notifications
main office maybe
yet.
and try and get another worker. That's
Yes,
all I can think
nap
of.
times at work would be great, and getting paid for those nap times would be good too. That would be
That would
really
be a
good.
harder sell.
No, I
See,
don't
no,
know.
what they should have is for people who have to
Well,
that stay at home, like stay at home moms. They should pay us a stay at home mom fee, staying at home, because we're saving them
okay, I'll
tons
have
of
to go
money
check those out
to pay for
Nintendo.
other things like childcare and all that stuff.
With a room full of couches. You know, when I used to work at Sellers um, in Bayshore years ago, we had a big lunchroom that had like tables and stuff, but we also had a couple of couches. So we could technically take naps. And they had a TV and they had a VHS player. This is how long ago it was.
I have a
Um,
VHS player. What are you talking about?
We
I have
don't.
VHSs
We don't.
and DVDs.
I have a VHS.
I had to buy a
and
new one because our
I
old
don't.
VHS player died. So I had to. You know how hard it was to find a VHS player? It's a combo, a VHS and DVD
Oh,
player.
yeah.
Because apparently finding one that was just VHS was difficult.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, I still have my Christmas or Disney tapes.
Well, it was funny because we were going through stuff in the basement, and I used to collect Adam Sandler movies, and I found my collection. And they're also in pretty good mint condition, too. And I found, so I don't know if you guys remember the movie Lost Boys.
Yep, yep.
I have that.
That was 30 years the other day.
Yeah.
30 years the other day.
Yeah.
Like it's in January.
I have
it was,
that.
Yeah.
I had that.
I'm so mad that the Conservatives spent all the billions the Liberals saved to start the national daycare strategy.
What was Puppy's Breast comment?
Oops, rogue call for my car run. Okay, bye,
Okay,
Puppy's
bye,
Breath.
Puppy's Breath. Nice
Conservatives
to see you for a
spent
few minutes. I'm gonna try and come on tomorrow
Yes,
morning.
well, I don't understand. So, I don't understand what Doug Ford is trying to do with Ontario because he's killing off school. He's killing off the huge classes on the classes increased size, and now they're thinking about scrapping full day kindergarten.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
Which I don't know about most kids, but I know about Helen when we were getting her into school. It was hard for her because when they started school, she started I think on a Friday, and then trying to explain to someone her age, no, you got to wait 2 days now before you go back to school. You know, and even now she'll ask me like when it's the weekend, she'll be like, "Do we go to school tomorrow?" No, 2 more sleeps, and then she'll be like, "Oh, okay, good," kind of thing. But
Yes, Doug Ford's like he's trying to kill off anything that was helping anybody in Ontario.
Yeah.
All these programs. That's like, okay, you're trying to cut the money, but the problem is the poor is getting poorer. The working poor, like there's like a lot of people. Like I mean, I'm just saying, like you're basically working poor because you're working like minimum wage jobs and stuff, but you're not.
Yep.
You know, like
I'm working to work.
you're working to work that you're like you're working paycheck to paycheck. I mean, my husband makes
better
at
now
least a
with
decent.
it. So she'll ask me what day we are. She just has to learn like the days of the week, and then she'll ask me what number we're on, and so like I've been working on that with her and stuff like that. So she's getting better with it, and I think they're working on that with her in school too. So which will
Yeah,
help.
well, have her set up like a physical look at the calendar, you cross things
Oh
off.
yeah,
Too.
no,
The calendars for my kids, everybody. Yeah.
yeah.
Because I mean, mine had the same things. Like so, I was saying earlier today when Abby was little, she needed really a schedule, like what was going on at school that day, and if any, God forbid, anything ever changed, like an assembly or a fire alarm, and completely like threw her off. She needed to know. Just so prepared. Now, and any type of change like threw her off. Like God forbid you try and do anything with her after that.
Yeah.
Now she's much better. I mean, well, right now when she was at school, that change doesn't throw her completely off, but she does like to know when things are planned,
Yeah.
when field trips are planned, when there's like a assembly. You don't know when a fire alarm happens, or now they also have lockdowns.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. Explain. It's nothing scarier than when you're in the bathroom and the fire alarm or a lockdown happens and you're blind. and you have to get locked down in the bathroom or whatever, you don't know if it's a real or if
Real
it's
thing,
or it's a fake. And I said 99% of the time, especially where we live, it's going to be a trial. It's going to be a test. It's not, because we are not in an area where there has ever been, an armed shooter in the schools. Knock
Yeah.
on wood.
Well, I
But
know A.Y. Jackson.
like we had a bear. Sorry, we had a bear at one of our schools, but that was outside.
A.Y. Jackson had a not a secure lockdown, but like a modified secure
Which is all of
lockdown. I guess I don't know what you call it, but
Crucial, even
it was an
adults.
incident with a
Yes.
student, and apparently they ran out of the classroom threatening to kill themselves. Now, this is what I heard from two of the students that I work with that go to the school, and they just heard it from their friends as to what
And
happened.
recent?
This was like not last week, but
Well,
maybe 3 weeks ago.
it is during just before exam RSTs is the exam period.
No, this was
So-
2
so-
weeks before.
But I'm just
prior
saying
to.
because I know my daughter my oldest, who was having exams and stuff before we went to the hospital and stuff, and even during, she was getting really stressed out, and this is from
Yeah.
a child that isn't normally stressed out.
Yeah,
So they were just
Well,
like making it
yeah. So
even
this,
worse.
this.
So I can understand when a kid says something like that, but
Well, apparently he had issues, and
Wow.
so
you don't say something like that if you don't have issues.
anyway, they called in the paramedics. They called in the police, and
Well, they have to. So anytime.
Yeah,
So that's the thing
so-
that we found with a friend of mine. Her daughter, talked to the guidance counselor and said, oh, she wanted to kill herself or whatever. Her, life sucked. Well, by law, they have to contact the parents, and then also contact the ambulance.
yeah,
Because they have to take any threat, any thing that the child says as truth, as a serious. They have to, they cannot, because I guess in the past they might have gone, oh, it's nothing, and then the child leaves the school and offs themselves. Well, to cover their butts, they have to get
Yeah.
that involved.
Well,
So,
I know,
and then they have to assess, and then they have to bring her to emerge.
Well,
or
I
whatever.
know a neighbor of mine. Her son had threatened to kill himself after his dad died. He took it really bad. He has drug issues and other stuff going on, and so they had talked to him, and he's like, he apparently told them they were fine, and they didn't believe him enough that he was fine, so they called the police and paramedic in, and they assessed him.
Yeah.
And then they decide whether or not he's a threat to himself or others in the
Yeah.
house, and then whether they need to bring him somewhere for further assessment.
Yeah.
So I don't think he ended up going anywhere.
Well, that's the
So-
kind of thing, is that they have
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah. So, and this was the parent that
I used to
called.
hate the random drug searchers
So-
at this high school. The illegal and stuff. Yeah, so when I was in high school, they had locker searches. At one high school I went to at the time, which I'm surprised. So at the time I went to Woodruff for grade 9, and then I went to Earl March for grade 10, 11, 12. At Woodruff, there was metal detectors like you get at the airport as you were coming into the school. Okay?
Yeah.
And there was locker searches every term, like every couple of months. And they would do it like just random. And they just they had the police dogs or whatever, and then they would open them, just a random lock, right? When I went to Earl, no metal detectors.
No.
I don't even think I think there was only one time there was a locker search. Now I have my daughter's old vision itinerant teacher. Her son goes to Woodruff now, and there's no metal detectors anymore. And there's a learning disabled class as well as a general learning disabled class. So there's like a higher functioning, but basically it's mostly Asperger's and higher functioning autistic kids, but they're doing like actual classes as well. So that's the only high school in the area, because they live out in Stittsville. That's the only high school in the area that has that as high school level. They have it in the younger grades, but not in high school.
See, a friend of mine, her kids went to Woodruff for years, like for quite a few years, like a couple of years each. And then she moved out here. She bought a house out on Fernbank.
Yeah.
So she was gonna put her daughter into John Young, but John Young only goes up to grade 6. She was in grade 5.
Okay, so she went to Woodruff Elementary School, not Woodruff High School.
Yes.
Okay.
So then she put her in Holy Trinity.
Woohoo! That's more than me, Nintendo.
More than what I got.
Send some over.
Yeah. I would love some
Amazing.
of those.
I'm still stuck at just over 1,000. I don't know.
I am stuck at 364.
I still have a lot of comments and stuff on my videos and stuff, but I just seem to not be branching out or new ones coming.
No.
I mean, I get enough people commenting that might or might not be subscribers, but
yeah,
I don't know. I don't do it necessarily for getting more people.
One of my videos that I've hit.
I worked at the high school
views.
and they didn't do them when I was young. Okay.
I'm trying to get more content out. Last week
they did them here just because.
Last week
maybe there was some
couldn't
higher
get
drug
as much
problem
videos
here.
up because the kids were home.
That's all they were looking for.
And our
was drugs.
schedule was off whack because of the snow days. And they were home 2 days out of the week last week.
Yeah, there was 2 snow days here in the Kanata area, while in southern Ontario there was 4 days last week and 1 day this week already.
Yeah,
my friend lives in Barrie area and was off 1 day, maybe 2 days this week. And I know off Monday.
Yeah, my guys went to school
yesterday.
2 days, and that last week, and that was
What's he
Monday.
coming out of that door for? What's behind that door now?
I know there was talk about putting something in there.
Well, yes, but I don't know. Nothing's been in there.
But yeah, my kids went to school Monday, which was the first really cool day of the week that we had, and I got ridiculed for it because I sent my kids to school on a bus that literally was a 10-minute ride from our house to the school.
And who ridiculed?
People that lived in like the rural subdivisions in like Upper Canada school boards and stuff like that.
So
what? They're like, oh well, the buses could break down, blah 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 blah, and all this stuff. Well,
if the buses break down, they're going to send another bus.
Exactly.
Or they'll get off the bus and walk because it's that close. Oh, CR is live right now too. Everybody's just popping in live. I haven't been making my videos public because I need glasses and can't reply to my comments easily. For replying to comments, you could set up, if you're going to do it, open Creative's Studio on your phone and set up TalkBack, and it will read the comments. So I go to answer comments. I like doing it on my phone usually, and it'll show me all the comments, and I'll just go and respond to them. But sometimes I don't really look at seeing which videos they're responding to. So sometimes the comments are like generalized.
Yeah.
But usually I've been doing asking a question afterwards to try and get more engagement.
Yeah. See, that's what I
because YouTube likes it when people comment on videos. YouTube likes it when there's more engagement. When, like, if you ask a question on a video and I respond to it, and then you respond again, or ask a different question or something like that. Like, that's why I like to do it. Like, I like asking questions on certain. But some people's videos you just don't ask questions because it's just like you're showing snow. Like, it's showing snow.
Yeah. Well, and I was told
what's that white stuff?
I was told too that if you ask your viewers how they're doing, and ask direct questions to your viewers within the first 5 minutes, then
it's an app on your phone. It's Creative's YouTube Studio,
whatever.
So it's like on your computer, but you've set TalkBack in your settings in the accessibility section, and it'll read it. So yeah, because my daughter's completely blind, and she answers all of her questions on her channel.
I hope so, Amanda.
And my husband's legally blind. He uses TalkBack to ask questions and answer questions on people's stuff. Like he does it with Twitter and Facebook and all that jazz.
My weight loss stuff, I want to do that like at least once a week, where I do like a general update for you guys on how I'm doing. And then, like I said today, I started doing a cleaning video.
It's got a new phone with some more storage. Awesome.
I will have to. I'm gonna.
So it's under settings. You go to settings. Then you scroll down to accessibility.
I'll maybe do it.
Under that, you turn on TalkBack. If you don't have TalkBack, like it should be automatically on there, you go to Google Home or Google your Play Store.
That makes sense.
And search for TalkBack, one word. It's a free app. It just goes into your settings and it basically reads your screen.
kitchen
So
and stuff like
if
that.
you
So
are,
kind of tidying. I'm
your
not
eyes are tired
finished
or whatever, you
the
can just have it
kitchen yet,
talk.
so I have to
And it's really
actually
easy to
finish
turn it
it.
on and
So
turn it off. So sometimes TalkBack affects other things that you're using on your phone, so you can just easily turn it off. Um, Otherwise, you just leave it on. What's
just notifications on my watch.
Oh, okay. Of all the things. What
Yeah.
time?
2:44.
Oh, okay.
So I have to go soon. I have to pick up my prescription and then head
Yeah.
back to the house. So
Me too. I have to go home and actually.
almost
I don't
3.
even remember what I'm making for supper today. I apparently did not take it out of the freezer yet,
I
so
think we
that
might
could be a
have.
problem.
I think we might have chicken, but the chicken I have it has to actually be cooked for frozen. So we'll see.
Considerable amount of comments. I was shocked when I put awesome. Yes, well, I commented on one of your videos, um, but you could also set up a canned comment. If you download the free app of TubeBuddy, you could set up one canned comment that you could set up and respond to all of your videos, all of your comments. So, oh, thanks for watching. And that's what a lot of people, a lot of the big channels kind of do that.
Yeah.
So whatever comment answer, so you don't actually respond back yourself, but you can
Yeah.
always go back and respond. But yeah, it's called TalkBack. Just write down TalkBack, and just look in settings. It's real. It's on anybody's phone. If you have an iPhone, it's also in accessibility. It's not called TalkBack. It's called like VoiceOver or something like that. But all the phones have it already in it. Unless if they don't, it's available through Google, through the Play Store.
Oh.
I need to. Yes.
Yeah. See, I cleaned off my.
Oh, so my battery's great. Don't go.
I cleaned off my dishwasher, the top of it, because it was all cluttered and stuff, and I couldn't actually see like the countertop on it. And then I emptied out my sink, put it in the dishwasher.
I can't see any of my counters right now.
Oh.
I took a bunch of stuff out of my cupboards to sort, like my spices and stuff, because I was going to fill up some jars.
Yeah.
But they're on my counter, and I took up some baking stuff because I was going to try and sort it and put it in my, it's in little. So I have a whole bunch of bins on my counter. So I have to put those things, but then I put other stuff in the space that was in the cupboard. So now I have to figure out where I'm putting. It's one of those things that I start something and I don't finish it,
Yeah.
and then I forget about it until, oops, I need my counter.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I cleaned out a little cubby space underneath our microwave.
My phone is about to die, so I gotta go. Nice chatting with you, Iron Fire Horse.
Yes.
And yes.
And thank you for subscribing. So.
Hey. Yeah, TubeBuddy, you can get the free version. That's what I have. I
Yeah.
don't have the paid one.
No. I don't
You
know.
got something right here
Yeah,
in the
dry
corner.
skin.
Okay. Just dive in the chat. But I guess we're going to get going because she has
Yes.
to get going and I got to get going. So nice
I gotta
chat
go,
with
like
you
I
guys.
said, get my prescription, get home.
I should have another video with the snow removal, which should be out, I think, tomorrow morning. I scheduled it for then. Let's not discuss kids. Oh, no. Okay, no. I have one burner free right now. Other 3 burners have stuff sitting on it.
You'll be happy to know Amanda, my stove
That's
is
bad.
clean. I'm not allowed to put stuff on my stove because JP is paranoid about that stuff, so.
Well, my husband's paranoid too, but I just tell him don't go in the kitchen. If you can't see it, you can't be paranoid. That's my plan.
But, yeah, I gotta get going. I got a couple of things to do. And I told Helen that I would be home today.
Oh.
Well, because I ended up having to go to work tomorrow, or yesterday, so.
Yeah, but it was, hey, make the money.
Yeah, so.
Or don't make the money.
But, and I gotta get my prescription. And figure out what to make to go with dinner.
I have no idea what we're making.
But yeah.
Bye. Have a great day. Nice
Yes,
chatting with you guys.
have a good
I
night
hope to
too.
do live. I might be able to do a live tomorrow before my counseling. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to be getting a new couch. So I'm getting a new to me couch. So free. So I'm getting, well, the only thing, it's going to cost me $20 to have a friend of mine with a truck
Yeah.
to remove my couch to bring it to the dump because garbage day is not until
He
Wednesday.
just doesn't like anything near the
So I grabbed my
burgers
couch that's falling apart and it's ripped, and I got that one
that
for free from Free
can
Cycle
possibly catch
like
fire. So,
12 years ago.
but yeah.
But my friend who,
Try and keep it clean. And I
my
don't like it
counselor,
when it gets, like,
she's
dirty,
working with a
dirty
gentleman,
either,
and he was
so
getting rid of his
that's
couch, love
so I
seat,
wiped
and
it
chair,
down
and it's a
and
good
there
quality
wasn't really anything
one.
on
It was
it,
completely
but
covered in plastic, like, you
my
know,
sink
old
was
people
getting
plastic
overflowing and stuff with
stuff.
dishes, so I had to
And
go
she's
to
like,
the
well,
dishwasher.
this is much better than your couch.
But,
Would you like it? Because he's giving it away.
I
So I said,
have
okay.
to
So
sweep
I'm paying somebody
and
$20. Maybe, well, if it's
and
$20 an
we
hour,
got
so it
our
might be
kitchen
$40.
sink that was
So I'm paying them
leaking
$40
fixed, so we were
to
able to
pick
put
up
our
their
garbage can
couch,
back under the sink
bring it
now,
over, and then take mine
so
to the dump.
not to worry about it being like
So,
getting
because
wet
I don't
and
drive
stuff,
and I don't have a truck. I don't know anybody who has a truck. So,
I have actual room to store
so
things.
$40
where my
for
garbage can
a
was,
brand
so
new.
I just have
Now
to
it's
rearrange,
dated
like, where I
as
went
in
tables
like
and stuff
it was
back,
probably
so,
from the 80s, but
and
it's been
that,
covered in
but,
plastic, and
it's
the
not
material
much
is like
left that
it's
I
one of
have to
those
do. But I'm
Cooperville
constantly
or
sweeping
Cooper
as well
couches.
because,
Yes.
but
So I will
the stones
take
and stuff
a
from
bit of video of my
outside,
old
so it's a
couch
pain in the
and then video of my new couch. I got rid of the chair that went with the couch a couple weeks ago from the same gentleman. He had two Lazy Boy type chairs, but they're not Lazy Boy, like they're Lazy Boy brand, but they were covered in plastic, right? So but they're from the 80s, so they're like corally color, but they're really great. Great foundation, and they turn, so they kind of rock. They rock and turn.
The size of my kitchen. My kitchen's not that big. Like, I don't have a lot of counter space.
No.
So I can't maneuver if my counter is too full. It needs to be kept clear. Like, I have stuff like at the edge of my counter.
See, what you need is in your living room space. You need one of those pantry with doors to put your extra food, or in your basement or something, or a shelf.
Yeah. So
Because you'll have. Well, exactly. $40 for something that's like my friend said it's like one of those expensive couches, like that cost like thousands of dollars. Like it's called Cooper or Copper something. Like the brand, it's supposedly like one of those expensive names. I don't know. We've only bought one couch. Was for the basement? That was for the brick when that was the only thing we bought new. Everything else we've gotten either free, used, garage sale, curb.
Same.
Or when somebody moved out, we got it.
My dining room table is bad because there's puzzles on the table and they won't let me put them away.
So you need to get one of those puzzle mats. There's these puzzle mats you can get at Michael's. So you look for a coupon. So you put it down. It's a huge plastic mat. So you do the puzzle on it, and then you can roll it to put it away. And then when you come out, you just unroll it, and so some of the pieces might pop out, but you just push it back down. So that's how my mom used to do puzzles on it, because we only had like the dining room table, right? And that's the only place to do a big puzzle. So, but then, apparently you want to eat at the dining room table. I mean, some people like to do that.
Yeah.
We tend to eat on TV trays in front of the TV because the dining room table is full of stuff, and my computer, and cookbooks right now, my computer, and a bunch of bins of paperwork that I have to go through of stuff. Because I've been away and I hate paperwork. So all those things for insurance I